Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Richawd back with another video. I want to talk about the state of the economy and what they mean when they say make America great again, bro. Y'all got to understand, bro, like when the economy is thriving, bro, it's usually thriving at the expense of the poor. The more you help the poor, the more you hurt the economy, because now it kind of, it takes money out of the rich's pocket, or it takes money that could be going to other places, out of that budget into the budget of the poor. And basically what's going on right now, man, is they're taking away the budget of the poor. There's been a budget made out to subsidize poor people, low income people, people that are struggling, things like food stamps, things like food cash, things like Medicaid. These things are to help poor people. It's been a budget made to help poor people, welfare, all those things, and basically what they're trying to do, bro, they're trying to bring it back to where it was, when there wasn't any aid, where you had to get food and everything off of your paycheck from your jobs. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get people back to working and working hard. And one thing that brings out a hard worker is desperation. I think that's the method to the madness, and it's really going to get very hard out here for people who have become a little weakened and dependent on the system, to help them out. The system isn't looking to help you out as much anymore. What I think they're eventually going to try to get things to a point to where they're not helping the poor at all, and that's not too crazy to say, because before all these benefits and all this stuff came, like, there was a time where there wasn't no food stamps, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why you think back in, like, they talk about people having to work multiple jobs nowadays, bro? Back in the day, people was working 2-3 jobs back then, bro, because they were so poor. It's really gonna get like that again, and a lot of poor people have been spoiled by a lot of these by these programs, bro. So maybe they haven't had to work as hard, or maybe, they're not as ambitious to get out of their situation because they're comfortable. They know they won't fall completely flat on their face. They know they will at least have a little food to eat. Even if they don't have money in their pocket, they'll at least be able to rely on the government for food to eat, and little things like that is being taken away, and when that happens, bro, like I said, it's going to bring out a certain desperation out of the people. Biblically speaking, it's going to bring out wrath and rage in people, because, when a lot of people get desperate, they start doing desperate things, so that's why you're going to hear about a lot of robbings, a lot of, unaliving and things of that nature going on, bro, because people are going to be desperate. People are going to be poor, So I think people just got to prepare and understand what's coming, bro. Like, if you're a poor person, or if you're a person that's struggling, and when I mean poor, bro, I'm not talking about you got a career job, but you're still struggling. I mean, I guess you can technically say you're poor then, but I'm talking about poor as in, like, you don't have a career job, you have a base level job, like, and you just barely making it, bro. Like, it's, if you don't have a support system around you and you're just barely making it, they're taking away that barely, you know what I'm saying? Like, they taking away the barely, bro, so now you're going to go from barely making it to not making it at all, bro, homeless, living in your car, or, and bro, it's people out here. I think it was one, I forget her name, but it's people out here coming out saying that they've been living in their car for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Like, it's real out here, man, and like I said, bro, the system isn't set up to help people. I've always been one that thought, if the rich people are rich because of poor people, everybody knows this. Every rich person you see is rich, got rich off of the back of low income people, or just middle class, what you can call poor people. And like I said, we going into a time of the have and have nots, where you either got money or you don't, bro. You're either struggling or you're not struggling. Like, that's really just what it's going to be. There is going to be no middle class where sometimes you're doing good, sometimes you're doing bad. It's nah, nigga, either you're doing bad or you're doing good. That's really what we're moving into, bro. And this time is going to be set up for those who, have a skill or have a good paying career, bro, for you to thrive. And even those people, you're not going to be thriving like you may have once thrived. It's going to be a lot harder to, live a certain type of way, And the poor people, they're really just going to get left behind with what it's looking like with a lot of the stuff that's being passed and being moved. Like I said, there's people that are getting their benefits either cut or fully taken away, if they don't meet certain requirements and stuff like that. And, the requirements are, it's going to be so many people not meeting that shit, bro. It's like, so the outcome of it is going to be like either people are going to have to, get a second job, or if they already got, like, it's just going to be hard for people. They was already barely making it. That food stamp probably feeding a whole household, and now they got to figure out how everybody finna eat and the bills finna get paid, so it's gonna be a dangerous time, bro, because a lot of people are gonna be crashing, bro, mentally, spiritually. People just gonna be crashing, bro, giving up, going out in a blaze. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are gonna be mentally tapping out. They're gonna be struggling so much where they don't got time for they don't got money for their vices no more. So now they really got to face life. Some people not gonna be able to face life. Like, it's gonna get crazy, bro. Like, it's already been pretty wild, bro, but it's just gonna get crazier as they cut these things. What's the solution with me saying all of this? Like, how should we prepare? This is why it's so important to have a strong family structure and a strong culture within your family, bro, because during hard times you lean on each other. That's how you're supposed to be. That's the point of a unit, the point of a family. You know what I'm saying? To help each other out, to help each other make it. And this is why there's been a concerted effort and an agenda to weaken families. You know what I'm saying? To weaken certain cultures of people, certain moral cultures, certain spiritual connections within people. It's a reason why these tactics have been taken. You know what I'm saying? Because now, when things get desperate, people don't got nobody to lean on, bro. When you turn everybody into narcissists, and when you tell everybody families aren't important, and when you tell everybody, intercourse isn't something that should be sacred, and it's something that everybody should just be flimsy, just out doing whatever they want. And now you got babies popping up, and you don't got money to take care of the babies, and now you're abandoning the babies. When you get to this point to where now you got the kids growing up, they hate they don't respect, you know what I'm saying, they elders, and they got this anger and this bitterness because they trying to figure out why they daddy ain't want to be around, or why they daddy left them, like, and then on top of that, they're poor. On top of all that trauma of not knowing why they dad wasn't around, they're poor on top of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happens when you do that to a culture of people, or just the world in general. You know what I'm saying? When degeneracy and things like that is being promoted, you know what I'm saying? This is the state where the people get into, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where, if it feels kind of hopeless for certain people, bro. It's almost like you were set up to fail, bro, because, like I said, bro, this life is gonna become a place where you either have it or you don't, bro. And a lot of people that have it are stingy with it. That's the reason why you got so many people out here struggling so bad and down so bad, bro. I'll never understand why, we can live in a country with so much money, bro, and housing has to be a problem, bro. Things like food and water got to be a problem, bro. Like, I would think, bro. I would think with, all the money that they have and all that shit, bro, like they will make, not just anybody can get it, but if you're willing to go, I feel like everybody who is willing to go out and contribute to society in some sort of way by working, should be compensated at the bare minimum of having a place to live and food to eat, bro. You know how many motivated and determined workers you will have. And I'm not saying like people should be given like luxury apartments. I'm just saying, like, if you do the bare, like, if you do, what you're supposed to do, I wouldn't say the bare minimum, but you work hard. I'm not saying just make it easy for you to get, but you're willing to work hard. I believe if you're willing to work hard, you're willing to put those hours in, you should be able to afford at least some sort of housing. Now, there can be levels to the housing. I'm not saying everybody should just get castles and all type of, like, no, like, if you're working a certain level job where it's not that not in as high demand, you get basically the worst of the worst, but it's something, like, we're at the point now where a lot of people are going to be at a point where they don't even have something, like just something, a roof over their head, bro. There's already people out here like that, bro. And I just never understood that, bro. Like I said, if a person is strung out on a substance and they don't got their mind right, they can't function. They not a functioning user. You know what I'm saying? They can't function when they do their stuff. So they don't work. They don't do nothing. They just do they substance all day and don't do nothing with their life. Should those people just be given somewhere to live? No. But I'm saying, like, and should people that do the bare minimum and barely go to work and barely put in hours, should they be given somewhere to live? No. I'm talking about the people that work hard, bro. They show up. They put in the time. It should be a way for you to at least afford housing, bro. Everybody. Housing and food, bro. Like, why is food so expensive? Something we need to survive. Why is the better food for you more expensive, bro? And you need it to survive. That would never make sense to me, bro. That would never make sense to me, man. So that just shows you how the system is set up. The system isn't set up for it to be easy for, the average person to thrive. And it can be. That's the sad part. It can be, bro. It don't got to be people out here starving, bro. It's a shame that's somebody working hard, working 1 or 2 jobs out here barely got food in their house, bro. And then you cut in benefits. And then if you make a certain amount of money, they don't give you benefits. Now, you feel me? So, like, the benefits really only benefit the people that are barely making it, bro. And like I said, what it has done to a lot of them, it is put a lot of them in a state of limbo where they've lost that ambition, bro, because it's like, I can just live this type of lifestyle and I can pay my bills and have food to eat and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, now they may not work as hard at their job, or they may go from job to job because they're not really committed or whatever. And they just living off the unemployment checks or what, like, certain people just finessing the system, bro, like no shade, and, those type of people are going to have to work. But it's just sad how it's been messed up for everybody, because there's people out here that haven't been finessing the system. There's people out here that are really just down bad right now, and they need that shit. They need them stamps. Without them stamps, they don't know how they going to eat, and they don't care about them people, bro. They just going to use the bad apples to be like, oh, well, because of these people, we got to ruin the whole thing, instead of just improving your criteria. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got all the money and technology to do it, bro. Like, y'all should be able to figure out who's finessing and who's not finessing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hire some people, put 2 and 2 together, nigga, do some investigations. Like, but how they want to go about it is, all right, it's been niggas finessing, we losing money to this, blah, blah, blah. We just gonna take it away altogether, bro. And I think that's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of messed up. But what it's gonna end up doing, like I said, bro, like the people that have been dependent on that, bro, you just gonna have to go harder, bro. That's not the message everybody want to hear, but that's the message that's the reality of the situation, bro. Like, you just gonna have to go harder, bro. And it's either gonna have it or you're not gonna have it in these times, bro. And if you don't have it, bro, like, is no one coming to save you, bro. Is no one coming to save you until the Most High comes and, you know what I'm saying, does what he's gonna do. There's nobody on this earth coming to save you, bro. So the solution, man, is, we just got to start thinking ahead. Like I said, bro, look into trades. We got to look into getting a skill and getting into a career, making ourselves valuable. And if you're not valuable, you just got to go hard. You're going to have to work more than one job. That one little job ain't going to do it. You're going to have to hustle. Survival of the fittest out here, That's just what it's going to be, bro. And only the strong will survive in these times, bro. Unfortunately, like I said, I feel it shouldn't be that way, bro. I feel everybody should be able to have the basic necessities that you need, but the people in control clearly don't set it up that way, or don't feel it should be that way. So a comfortable life is only reserved for a certain group of people, that either work for it or are lucky enough to get it, bro. That's just what it is, and everybody else just got to find and make their way, bro. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. That's just the topic that was on my mind, bro, because I just been hearing about people, losing their benefits and stuff. And there's people out here just stressed out, going through it. Their job not paying enough. Their job cutting their hours. They got laid off from their job. Now they losing their stamps. It's like, They crashing out. They got kids and shit they got to figure out how they gonna feed. Like, diapers they trying to figure out how they finna get. Like, I feel for those people, man. I do. But I'm out, man.